It is Ukraine's worst maritime disaster in a decade. At least 14 lives were lost after a pleasure boat sank in these waters near Odessa on Saturday evening. The death toll could rise. The fate of some 8 people on board remained unknown, some 24 hours after the tragedy. Negligence has been cited as the preliminary cause. The vessel was designed to accommodate 12 passengers. On board, there were 3 times as many. That overload, along with bad weather, led to so many victims. The fishermen on board drowned just 300 meters from the shore. The lifeguard service, 5 minutes away, barred from entering the water. It started out as a shallow wave and got bigger. It hit us from the side and everything went over. We tried to climb back up and get rid of the water, but the waves got stronger and people were thrown about. The ship sank within minutes. Those on board in the water clung to pieces of wood. Around a dozen passengers were lucky. They managed to scramble onto a life raft. There was only one. There were 13 of us on the raft, those who had time to grab on. It was hard to climb onto. We almost pulled it apart. The emergency services were called. Other fishermen and their relatives on the shore helped out in the rescue operation, but for some, it was too late. This lady says, my husband was going to turn 56 on Friday. He wanted to get the family together, his brother and sister and their families. And now everyone has come together, but for the wrong reasons. His brother survived, but he didn't. The youngest of the deceased, 40, the oldest, 56 years old, not just from Odessa, but Kharkiv and Kirovograd. Eyewitnesses gave their account. This lady said, we warmed them up as best as we could. We took off their wet clothes, gave them a hot shower and blankets. They were scared besides themselves. There was one girl who couldn't find her husband. He wasn't on the raft. Another guy didn't know where his dad was. An investigation has been launched. Lots of questions remain unanswered. Why was the boat overcrowded? Why did the rescue lifeboat not receive the green light? The boat's captain has been arrested. If found guilty of breaking the law, he faces 5 to 10 years in prison.